Okay, Val, what about how do you communicate with someone with dementia when they're having difficulty processing language? Where do you start? What do you do?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to get down on their level, face to face, eye level, where they can see you, clearly hear you is like the most important thing. So when you walk up to your loved one, you're looking directly at them, you're talking to them, maybe you're putting your hand on them and providing that physical touch, because then that helps them focus on you. You know, if you think about us, we're easily distracted by all kinds of things, but when you have dementia, that's even 50 times worse. So just doing that simple thing really helps you be able to create a good communication between the two of you. And also, I think like something I want to touch on is we often will say different phrases that will really trigger them. I kind of wanted to touch on what not to do when communicating with a person with dementia, because these are things that we all do. Even I do, and I don't even realize. Saying the word, do you remember when? That immediately makes them like, first of all, well, I don't know if I remember. Or if they don't remember whatever you're talking to them about, maybe going to Spain on this wonderful trip and they can't remember, it immediately makes them close off, scared, frustrated, discouraged, and then they don't even want to carry a conversation, or it might exacerbate a behavior. Maybe they'll immediately say, well, I'm not going to finish my meal. I'm leaving. So try not to use phrases like that and say like, hey, mom, I loved that trip to Spain and we did this, this, and this, instead of saying, do you remember when? How many times do I have to tell you? That's one that, and they immediately like, maybe they don't remember that you just told them 10 times, but immediately that tone of your voice and the way that you said that, they're going to shut off. They're not going to want to communicate with you, and you're not going to get whatever you wanted across to them. Right.
Well, I think, Val, even someone without dementia, saying that phrase to them, they're probably not going to react very well to it.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you? How many times have I told you? Like, yes, that person's probably going to shut down. So imagine if you have dementia and you're having difficulty processing language, it's going to be even worse.
Yeah. And then another one is, do you know who I am? Because maybe they don't really remember, or they remember you, but they don't remember your name. And it immediately makes them like, if I would say, I'm your daughter, I'm Valarie. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember my own daughter. So try not to say things like that. Like say, hi, I'm Valarie, I'm your daughter. How are you feeling today? Instead of like, do you remember who I am? And I do this too. I walk into a room with a geriatric patient and I'll say some of these things, not even realizing. I'm like, man, why did I just say that? I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Those are great tips, Val. And again, she has way more of these tips in her book. So definitely check it out.